Hey everyone, I hope you all enjoyed the Megapark, but now it's time to start something completely different. So yeah, some people have asked me what I was going to do after the Megapark. And yeah, you will get your answer now. I just prepared a bench, and the park we're going to make is Mount Deurklink. Now you can see the map now, it's completely filled with snow. I didn't go for the maximum size again, I shrunk it down considerably. It's still a huge map, but yeah, no longer so huge as the Megapark. So the size I'm going for here is 150 by 150 tiles. It's still not going to be an easy task filling all of that, but yeah, I think it will be cool. So what am I going for in this series? Well, first of all, I want it to look like sort of a mountain theme park, or like a ski resort, something like that. Well, will not actually have skiing people, because also in this park I don't want to use any custom objects or rides, but it will of course have several roller coasters and stuff. So, what will I do in this park? First off, the entrance will be right here, where it is now, and then yeah, I actually want to give this park a proper entrance, unlike what I did at the Megapark. So it will have a ticket booth, entrance gate, stuff like that. Then here in the middle I want to have a little town, and from there I want chairlifts to other parts of the park, which will be higher than the town. So the town will be sort of in a valley here in the middle. Now here I think I also want sort of a mountain. Maybe I even want to have an indoor water park, stuff like that. I have some good ideas for some coasters. I kind of also want to make a railroad go around the park. So yeah, many cool stuff to be, lots of cool stuff to be added. Anyway, yeah, in this episode, obviously, I'm going to start with the entrance of the park. So yeah, lots of landscaping to do. So let's start with the fast forward section. Okay, these stairs will be the entrance to the park. I also made a little building here to welcome the guests. This is not actually the entrance of the park, but it just felt like something that would look nice here. So there's a little sign here that says "Welcome to Mount Deurklink," and the actual entrance of the park will be right over here. Now again, I'm also storing my architecture right here in the corner. And maybe later in the end I'll build another warehouse there, just like I did in the Megapark. but that'll be something I'll figure out later. Okay, I think now it's time to work on the actual entrance of the park. Now, just like I showed in the announcement video for the mini contest where people have to build a park entrance, I will make sort of a plaza here, and to the side I will make some booths where guests can buy tickets. I'll probably use the cash machine for that because I think it looks nice. And then a little bit further here I will make the gates through which the guests actually enter the park. Okay, I will try my first trick here. It's something that Megat was working on my Discord. But what I kind of want to have here is a ride hidden in the building with the entrances right over here, so that guests will actually queue up here in front of the ticket machines. So yeah, let's see if I can get this ride to work. Okay, it appears to be almost working, except for some reason it drops out the guests right here next to the path. So that'll be something I need to fix. But indeed it looks like the guests will queue up right in front of these cash machines. So visually it already works. So it just needs some tweaking right now. Okay, so how does this ride actually work? Basically what I did here was that I just made a launched wild mouse here with just a few block sections, and basically these trains they wait, let me set minimum weight. Alright. Okay, so basically the guests get into these wild mouse cars, and then I moved the entrances of the rides all in front of these cash machines, so that's why the guests will go to them. And I moved all the exits of all the stations to right over to this tile. Now I just need to figure out why the guests are all getting out on the wrong side, but yeah, I'll figure that out. Okay, it looks like I had the entrances rotated the wrong way. Yeah, when you have an entrance and you rotate it, the larger opening should always be towards the right, and the smaller opening is the one that should be towards the path. Okay, if I have it like this, it should work fine again. So now I just have to hide this stuff all in the side of a building. Okay, as you can see, the entrance plaza is slowly taking shape. I used a little river rapids here to make this arch for the entrance. This is always a nice trick to use. So yeah, later this water will not be visible anymore from any angle. Yeah, this just always makes a nice entrance. Now I also put some restrooms here. I will also make a little sign above it. And yeah, in the rest of this episode, I will try to finish up this area, and then in the next episode, I can get started on the town over here. All right, let's continue building here. Now, whether you are making buildings in the snow or in the grass, you don't want to be able to see snow from the outside when you look through the windows, because that would just not make any sense. Snow inside a building would melt quickly. So also here, what you should do is either just change the floor to a darker type, or just lower the ground and put some floors instead. But here I will just use this darker ground texture. Okay, this will be where the actual ticket check of the park will be. And in order to make it look like there's actually more gates for the guests, a fun trick to use is to paste a mini golf track on your paths. Now it will look like there's 6 lanes for the guests to go through to get their tickets checked, instead of the usual 2 you get with a normal path. Alright, I've frozen some security guards in place here, right on the gates towards the park. It's what you will often see in real parks as well. So there will either be people checking your tickets, and quite often there will also be people or security guards checking the bags. So right here I will only put some security guards. I guess they are the guys who check the tickets. Alright, I think that will do for the entrance for now. So, just as a recap for this episode. So, I made the entrance of the park. So this is where the actual entrance was. I made it invisible and replaced it with this little building here, which welcomes the guest to Mount Deurklink. And the guests go up these stairs in this little valley over here. Then here they go under this arch. Then here to their left they can buy tickets here. And inside this ticket building I've hidden this wild mouse coaster. Now the guests will actually line up here. But yeah, that will be more visible if it gets more crowded in the park. Actually, let me just quickly demonstrate it. Let's put some extra guests into the park. And they should start lining up for this coaster. Now it looks like the pathfinding is a bit messed up, probably because these tiles here in the middle will be ignored by guests. But yeah, as you can see, guests start lining up for this coaster, and I like how they actually wait in front of this ticket booth for a while, or the cash machine. So it looks like they're actually busy here with the cashier for a while. And then here they all exit. Now this looks a bit weird because they all come out of this booth, but yeah, I think this is about the best that I can do. Well, I can probably do better, but I like the way this looks, so I'm going to keep it like this. Now I just wish some more guests would queue up for the other tracks of the ride, but oh well, I can probably figure out something else for that. Okay, right on this side here I made the customer service. I just put some information kiosks. Yeah, so guests will come here to buy umbrellas or park maps. I just built one, then I copied and pasted it several times. And right over here I made these entrance gates, and I put these mini golf tracks on top of these on top of these footpaths with these fences around. So now it looks like there's 3 times as many paths for the guests to go to as you would normally see here. And also I froze some security guards right here, and I put some signs above it saying keep bags ready for inspection. So yeah, I guess here's where the tickets get checked, and also where people's bags get checked, to check if they don't bring any stuff into the park that doesn't belong there. Now here, right above this entrance, I made a little building here with some towers and some flags on top. Sadly, these flags have an annoying shadow. That's something you will often see in expansion objects. So yeah, the shadow peeks out here for a little bit, but oh well. I think it looks good enough for me to ignore that. Okay, so yeah, that was it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Still got many episodes to go, as you can see. In the next episode I will start working on a little town over here, and I will add some more elevation changes. You will see a lot of those in this park. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you again in the next one. See you later.